This is the coolest girl I've ever known. She isn't only gorgeous but she's also very strong. One day, she rushes into the toilet, but she's stopped by two strange girls. At first, she just wants to talk but they ignore her words. Moreover, they also pull her to the wall. She gets extremely angry. The bad girls then say, "Leave immediately or we'll beat you up." After that, they jeer at her. Meanwhile, their leader is bullying Jiangju in the toilet, using the reason that Jiangju hit her and injured her arm. Then she forces Jiangju to pay 1 million won, or she won't let her leave. So frightened is she that she takes out her phone to call her boyfriend, but the leader throws it away. At the same time, she urges Jiangju to give her the money. She's now extremely scared. When doesn't know what to do, the two girls guarding the door were beaten up. The beautiful girl steps in. Now she discovers what's happening inside. She warns the leader, "What you do isn't related to me, but you can't prevent other people from using the toilet." But the leader is so dumb. She blames her for beating her friends. She also pushes Jiangju into the room in front of the girl. Jiangju takes the opportunity and calls her boyfriend Daehoon. Hearing that, he immediately runs to the WC. The leader thinks that the girl is Jiangju's friend, but when she says she isn't, the leader feels very secure. First, she plays cunning tricks, and then hits the girl on her face, but the girl dodges and immediately fights back. Not long after, the leader's beaten up and falls to the ground. As soon as the fight ends, Daehoon runs in. Now he finds out that the girl who beat all those girls is his convenience store's new employee, Seatbyul. Because of Daehoon's good impression, she decides to flirt with him. Despite being a student, Seatbyul looks very beautiful when she makes up. Her long black hair makes she look more mature. At the same time, she's working as a part-time employee at a convenience store. Finally, she has a chance to be with Daehoon. Outside, Seatbyul looks very modest, but inside, she's very determined and strong. She's also good at fighting. At school, she beats the spoiled students who bully the others. When she sees bullies, she'll beaten them up. And when she sees boys who steal at the store, she'll chase and take the goods back. But we can't predict anything. A strong girl like Seatbyul is also beaten up. When she was cleaning the table, suddenly someone hits her from the back. She immediately passed out. And then she was taken to the hospital by Daehoon. When her sisters told about that, she doesn't believe it at first. How can her outstanding sister be hit? But when she sees the bad girl's picture, she hits the roof and decides to avenge for her sister. When Seatbyul hears that, she immediately removes the close-up saline water line and rushes to those bad students. On the other side, when they're eating food, the sister pretends to talk to them. When they're talking, she takes the chance when they don't pay attention and knocks the leader to the ground. One more time, she slaps her in the face and then kicks her away. But just a second later, she's hit by a girl with green hair. At the critical moment, her teammates arrive, in time enough to save her. But three more thugs come to help the girls. Seatbyul's friends rush toward them, but the boys can easily push them to the ground. When they're about to hit Ian, Seat arrives there and stops them. Looking at Seat, they look down on her, and also say that her friend looks like an ant. They really don't know who they're messing with. Then Ian and two other girls fight with the bad girls, and Seatbyul fights with the boys. The two thugs pose like a mantis. Seatbyul sees that and immediately poses Tai Chi Chuan. After a while fighting, Seatbyul knocks the two boys out. Their leader sees that and does a strange posing to threaten her. Then they rush towards each other. The thugs are beaten severely by Seatbyul and have to run away. Seatbyul tells her young sister that she's in the hospital because of appendicitis, not because of being beaten. And then she goes back to the hospital. She meets Daehoon again. She expresses her gratitude to Daehoon's looking after her these days. Looking at this agile and beautiful girl, Daehoon's heart beats fast. Finally, he's in love with lovely Seatbyul. At midnight, Daehoon wakes up on the sofa, but he suddenly sees a frightening scene. Daehoon almost faints. He looks carefully. Isn't it Seatbyul? He approaches her and pinches her cheek and asks her, "Why are you here?" Then his mother steps in and says, "I invited her to our house. Any comments?" That makes Daehoon surprises and says, "Kick her out or I'll leave immediately." But the mother says, "Get away, hurry up." Daehoon then tells her to go, but the mother says, "No, you Daehoon, go away." Daehoon's completely dumbfounded. "Am I your son?" After that, the mother tells Seatbyul to get back to her room and leaves Daehoon alone in the living room. She also tells Daehoon to stay at the store from now on. Daehoon's speechless. He can't understand why she lets Seatbyul stay in their house, but she doesn't want to explain. Another night, Seatbyul wears a white dress and stands in the living room again. Her hair covers her face. Daehoon's father has just got home and gets extremely shocked by this scene. Seatbyul sees that and doesn't know what to do. In fact, some days ago the father was drunk as a lord, so he ordered his wife to make him a drink. Daehoon intended to advise him, but unexpectedly, he kicked his wife. After that, he shouted loudly his first love's name. In his dream, he recalled all the memories of them. The wife hit the roof and sits on the floor. She repeatedly prays, "God, please take this guy away as quickly as possible. I can't stand anymore." The man living with her for decades was now calling his first love's name. How could she stand this? That's why she came came up with a plan. She intentionally invited Sepul to her house, and told her to dress like a ghost every night to threaten her husband. Unexpectedly, he's too coward. Just once was he threatened to faint. Sepul hurriedly calls Daehoon's mother, but she's very angry, continuously scolds him. She also kicks him to check if he's pretending. Then she tells Sepul to get back to her room, and leaves him lying on the floor as a punishment. I believe that from then on, this man will never dare to get drunk, or else he'll have to sleep on the floor again. This is the end of the movie. Please press like and follow us.